Well, good late morning, Big Brother Gossip fans. It is Friday, June 18th. This is my second podcast of the day. This will be a brief one, as I am just giving you a quick update on what I have managed to figure out. You know, it only took over the course of 10 or 15 minutes of just scrolling and reading and stuff this morning to figure out what the heck was going on. So I think I have a pretty good grasp over a lot of it. There will still be things that I'm going to miss, and I almost guarantee you I will do a follow-up podcast later today with a few more details, because this is just what I'm recording while I'm walking to lunch. So, first of all, listen to my first podcast this morning, and then come listen to this one, or not, but you may miss bits and pieces. Jimmy has had a household. We know that it was a dark room competition. They were all in it at the same time, it sounds like, running around. So it wasn't solo things. Matter of fact, it sounds like Jimmy found whatever it was that gave him the power of head of household first, and then he just kind of sat off to the side. He mentioned a comment I saw in one of the videos where he could feel a power of veto or something next to him that he thought it was. And so that's why he thought he knew who won one of them. There were three powers. One, the powers, again, as far as we can tell, are Kelly has the ability to do some kind of extra power veto competition. We think she may also have to do some tasks to be able to be eligible for that. But the point is, she's going to have the option to save herself with a second competition of some type. The Leah doing something during Janky World, or I just listened to Autumn's little update that Autumn did she probably does it on TikTok or someplace, but she posted it on Blue Sky, and she mentioned the puzzle that what's her name did a few years ago, that Caitlin did a few years ago. I don't know if it's that kind of a thing, but I think more of the maybe the softball thing that Leah was throwing last year in Janky World. So that could happen, and Keanu has some kind of chance to double his chance of winning the power of veto if he's nominated. He'll be nominated. It definitely sounds like Keanu is Jimmy's target. And then finally, you have. Sorry, I'm walking. I have no idea if you're picking up the other audio, but there's people yelling and screaming across the way. The last one is Mickey's power, which is this, not coup d'etat, but HOH takeover. As I already explained it this morning, she would have the opportunity to take over the HOH. Don't know if it stays anonymous or what, if Jimmy gets to stay in the HOH house. I don't know if she's ever named as the HOH person that takes over, or if it's strictly quiet, like I think it was Tyler that was supposed to be able to do that way back when in Big Brother 20. But she would do that, and Jimmy would have, in this case, if it happened this week, Jimmy would have the opportunity to quiz all the house guests for about 3 minutes, and if he could suss out who the person was, and if they did, that their power would be null and void. Of course, that would also expose the person, so it is a bit of a risk to take a chance to use the power. So there's that. And what else? Have-nots. We do know have-nots now. Amy and... Oh, shoot. It's Amy and Rachel for sure. And Mickey. Yeah, Amy, Mickey, and Rachel. There are only three have-nots. They may have all volunteered. It was Amy or Mickey that said they just want to get it over with. Sounds like Rachel may do it as long as it's available, because she's looking at it as the forced diet. And so there's that. And again, it seems like Jimmy's main target, from the little bit I picked up, is he feels like the whole house is against Keanu. So Keanu is his target, and he may put up Kelly as well, because he knows Kelly has a power. The only people they know Kelly has a power because Kelly told Jimmy she has a power. And then Kelly also told Keanu, and it's gotten around, and they told other people. So lots of people know that Kelly has a power. I don't know if lots of people know that Keanu has a power, but and I think the only person I know that knows that Mickey has a power for sure is Morgan. But still, people know. They've already leaked it out. Let me think. Anything else? that's about it for this morning. Just a bit more clarification, hopefully. And again, we'll do another post later this afternoon. The house guests are all sleeping right now, so they'll wake up and we'll find out what's going on once they get moving. But nominations will probably be later tonight, right? So it could be quite a while, and we'll just have to wait and see. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.